Will Senator Ron Johnson ever face an investigation in his part of the fake electoral scheme? Will President Biden raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour for everyone? Okay, so two questions there. First part, will Biden raise the minimum wage? Probably not without an act of Congress, and Kyrsten Sinema's made it pretty damn clear that that ain't going to happen. Now, the first one, will Ron Johnson ever be held accountable? And I think that's a brilliant question. I myself would like the answer to that. As we all know, Ron Johnson was deep in the heart of this fake elector scheme. He had his people deliver the slate of fake electors to Mike Pence, or at least attempt to give it to Mike Pence. You can't get more involved than that. Like, this guy had it, gave it to his aide took it to Pence's people. Yeah, kind of seems like that's fraud against the government there, Mr. Johnson, which is, of course, one thing that the Department of Justice is looking into, the specific crime, not necessarily the specific people. But as far as we know, all of these Republicans that were involved in the scheme, the ones that are sitting in Congress, it doesn't look like any of these investigations are actually going into them. And I think deep down, the DOJ is frightened to actually take on a sitting lawmaker. Oh no, that's going to look terrible. Oh, they're going to say we're politicizing this. We're weaponizing it for political gain. But who cares what they say? And those really are the real fears the DOJ has, which is why they appointed the special prosecutor. I have no problem with it, but, they didn't need to do it. But they're so terrified of the perception that they're going to have that they won't go after these people who, for all intents and purposes, are right at the heart of these scandals. Ron Johnson has changed his story about what happened that day 3 separate times. I was only involved for a matter of seconds. I was involved for like an hour or two. I never looked at the thing. I mean, I knew what it was, but we just kind of handed it off anyway because it was handed to us. So many times he has changed his story. You don't do that if you're confident that you did nothing wrong. You do that to try to save your own skin because you know you've probably committed a fraud against the federal government there. So is he ever going to face an investigation? I would hope so. But do I think he will face an investigation? Honestly, no. And I am so beyond disappointed with the people of Wisconsin. I got a lot of family on my wife's side up there. Good people. They're all, by the way, on the left. But they didn't vote for Ron Johnson. But a majority of people in the state did. So we get 6 more years of this corrupt bastard serving in the United States Senate. And he will probably never be held to account for what he did. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.